Hello everybody and welcome to episode 2 of season 2 in the Celtic FC 25 career mode. Last time out we began the transfer window, we began the Scottish Premiership season, and also we saw this interesting objective here. If we go into office and we go into set objectives, that our continental success said we need to reach the group stage of the Champions League, which no longer exists. It's called the league phase. EA, you've had enough time to prepare for it. You should have changed that. But it has made me wonder about whether we have qualifiers for the Champions League or not. So we're still waiting to see the update on that. Hopefully we don't, because I'd rather just go straight through to the league phase. We won the Scottish League title. In real life, unless somebody wants to correct me, the Scottish champions at this moment in time do go straight through to the league phase. Pretty sure that's what Celtic did this season. I'm pretty sure they did it the year before in the group stage. So I don't know what's happening here. Maybe it's just a glitch. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, until then, we'll just have to wait and see, as I say. Domestic success obviously was to win the league. To win the league and to win the cup. Financial, don't really care. It said to sign 2 players of the same nationality as the club. Didn't really think this team needed many more Scottish players, and the youth academy we're currently working on at the moment as well. But obviously we've set the objectives to no sacking, so it's not really a big deal if we don't achieve those objectives. But this is how the team currently looks. Obviously we have a new goalkeeper in Poulsen, or Poulsen I think is how you say it. Poulsen I think is actually how we say it, yes. There's a striker called Poulsen as well, so I should have known that. We got Santos from Chelsea, he's right into the midfield. We signed Dorado as well from Corinthians, even though McGregor, despite being 32 years old, has actually gone up to an 80 rating. So yeah, that's kind of annoying in a way. You'd think, like, why is that annoying when one of my players who's, a bit older goes up? It's because we purposely signed Dorado because I thought McGregor was going to drop off this season, but he's proven me wrong. But anyways, we lost Bernardo, so it's good to have McGregor in there. Another option in the midfield if we need him, so it's not the end of the world. But this is the team that we are currently going with. First up today, we have this game here against Ross County. I'm going to quick sim this one. I know I've quick simmed a few of the first few games, but as I said, lads, it's Champions League now is the main focus, so I want to make sure our first Champions League game is played in full today, whether it's a qualifier or a league phase game. We'll go with the full strength team. Let's see what happens. A 2-1 win. CM Punk getting the first goal and Dazen Maida scoring the second one. We were actually 1-0 down. Ross County did take the lead in the first half, but thankfully we do pick up the 3 points here in the first game in the episode. At least the first sim game. Still not feeling the best, lads. You might have heard me say in yesterday's episode that I've been feeling a little bit under the weather, so I do apologise if I sound a little bit miserable. But anyways, we move on now into the game against Dundee United. We do get this little cutscene here first, which is the sale of Johnny Kenny at last. We've been trying to sell this guy for bloody ages. All due respect to him, he looks like a decent player at a certain level. 65 rated though, already in his early 20s. We don't really need him. Don't know where we've actually sold him to. Probably shouldn't have skipped that, but that's more money in the bank. So we do currently have, if we go here, 21 million now to spend, which isn't too bad. But again though, lads, if we have a look at the team, I don't really know with that budget what else we can really, improve on. I'm pretty happy with the team at the moment. I'm not expecting us to win the Champions League this season. My own personal objective would be to try and get to the quarter-final, because that would be one better than we did last season. Like Furuhashi, obviously, 30 years old now, 77 rated. The likelihood is we will have to get an upgrade on him eventually, but obviously right now he is the main man in this team. He has the aura, he has the class at the moment. I don't know if I'll ever sell him. I don't think I'll ever want to sell Furuhashi, but I do think that we will have to bring in a more quality striker at some stage. Obviously Adamida is quite decent as well off the bench. As I said, I kind of wanted to get more Irish flavour in this team, but unfortunately there's just not really many star Irish players out there at the moment, unless we brought in a certain young Irish striker who currently plays for Brighton in real life. That's like the worst tease of a player ever. I may as well have just said it's Evan Ferguson, but anyways, he could be somebody that we bring in at some stage, I wouldn't be against that at all. But for now, this is what we're going to go with, I think. I don't really think there's a need to bring in anybody else. But do not stop giving your suggestions for transfers, because in January, if I feel like we do need to strengthen, especially if somebody gets injured or if there's a player not really working out, then I will happily look at the suggestions and see what we can bring in. Something else that's pretty exciting here in the Youth Academy, feel like I haven't shown you this in ages, is this Patrick Lund bloke, 17 years old. He is currently a left winger, but of course the main reason we scouted in Sweden was to try and find the next Henrik Larsson, and he has finally finished his training to be converted over to a striker. So let's convert him over to that position. Let's give him a bit of a boost to his acceleration speed. Definitely need to improve his finishing, attacking position, shot power, stuff like that. So has that given him a increase in his overall? I don't think it has. No, he's still 52 rated, but still though, it's good to see that we have a player converted to a striker who is from Sweden, so hopefully he might develop into quite a decent young player. So I think what I'll do is I'll promote him and loan him out. We do have this guy here as well though, Liam Ljungberg, 47 rated at the moment, but he is only 14, but 90 to 94 potential. So he is also being converted to a striker. I'm not sure how much long he has left. 13 weeks, so not too much longer. So he is another one we'll try and get some growth out of. Robert Murphy, Robert Murphy, we can let go of. But just to give you a look at the rest of the Youth Academy, as Martin Daly, not really feeling him either. Gillespie has good potential, so we'll leave him off. We have Mooney here, decent looking left back, 5'1" though, bloody hell, even I'm taller than you, lad, and I'm not taller than anybody. Mackenzie there, 57 rated, 89 to 94 potential. Gillespie we obviously just mentioned there. Sorry, my remote's going all over the place. There's a horrible delay between the remote and the menu, and I find that I'm not the only one who has that issue. I'm seeing a few people have that issue. But Andrew Gillespie, a centre back who has decent potential as well, only 15 at the moment, so hopefully he can keep growing in that overall before he gets promoted, and we might try and find a loan deal. Barry Nugent, yeah, no thanks, not looking great. Christopher Finlay, not the highest potential, but he is 61 rated at the moment, so I'm willing to keep him for another little bit. Connor Curry, I tell you what though, he's named after a lovely food, and he looks like he's going to be a lovely player as well. 60 rated at the moment, 73 to 94 potential. Ian Keogh as well. Only one rating lower and only one less rating in his potential as well. So two very decent looking right backs here, which is good to see. Obviously we're doing the Irish national team as well, so that's why we're looking at so many Irish players here. But we will eventually decide the other nations to scout in as well and try and get some more youth into the team. But I do find this year it's quite hard. I know people do like when, you know, players are 14 years old, like Ljungberg for example, but at the same time, actually I think it would be Lundberg and not Ljungberg, because there's no J after the L. But any Swedish people out there, you can correct me. But I kind of don't like it because they're very low rated. It takes longer to promote them, and I find that they just don't get into the team then when it's time to call them up. But anyways, we'll see what happens with the Youth Academy. But I just said I'd give you a quick look at it just to see how things are going. So lads, time to get into our first bit of gameplay here in the episode. We played Dundee United away from home, and this is where I really started to realise how easy this league has gotten for us here at Celtic. Kyogo Furuhashi opened up the scoring there. Lovely right foot finish. It was basically our first attack of the game, so that was kind of a clear sign of how things were going to go in this game. He got the first one. Santos does not score here. I did not mean to click on that. It's Kyogo Furuhashi again here. Really starting out this season in scintillating form. Tucks it into that bottom left-hand corner, bottom right-hand corner of the keeper, and gave us a 2-0 lead inside the opening 23 minutes. Days and Maeda though, look at this for a finish. Great ball by Santos. Maeda hits it first time, curls it around the keeper. That's one of my favourite goals I have scored so far in this career mode. A lovely finish by Maeda, picking up from where he left off last season. You love to see it. The Japanese superstars continuing to be our best players in this team. It skipped a goal here. Okay, well that's annoying. Adamita does get a hat-trick, but it skipped his first goal for some reason. We brought him off the bench. Furuhashi Furuhashi was the one who got the fourth goal. I apologise. He got a hat-trick. Adam Ida then goes on to add a couple of more. Ida gets the first of his 2 goals there with a brilliant header, and then he scores the 6th one here, and I was like, that's it, game, set and match. But then I switched off a little bit, because from the next attack, Tony Watt, the man who scored a very famous goal in the Champions League for Celtic against Barcelona, gets a very good finish there, smacked it past Pulisic in goal, and unfortunately no clean sheet for us in this game. But then, Kate Middleton, for some reason here playing for Dundee, I'm joking obviously, Glenn Middleton made it 6-2, so Dundee United pulled back a couple of goals there to make the scoreline look a little bit more respectable, but still for the most part it was very, very comfortable, and it's good to have 3 points to start the gameplay in this episode. So we have reached the final hour of deadline day here. No transfer offers coming in. No transfer offers put out for us either. So the squad is going to remain the way it is. Let's finish up this transfer window and just get on with the season. So I've rotated here a little bit for our game against Hearts because we do have a Champions League game after this, and I'm very, very pleased to announce that it is not a qualifier. We have automatically gone through to the league phase, which means that basically we've already achieved the board objective, which is kind of funny. But regardless of that, we've got some interesting games in the Champions League, and they will be revealed after this. But I did rotate the team a little bit here. Hatate stays in. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to make McGregor the captain, just to be, realistic in that sense, even though I don't really aim too much for realism. When it comes to realism in my career modes, I do it when it's still fun to do so, but if I find I'm just being realistic for the sake of being realistic, then it just gets boring. But anyways, moving on, nobody cares. Let's sim this game against Hearts, and we get a 3-2 win. Palma got what ended up being the winner, Hatate and Christie getting the other goals. So still no clean sheet, but listen, we're still getting the dubs. We've won every single game we've played so far this season. And lads, without further ado, allow me to reveal our opponents in the league phase of the Champions League. So here it is, lads, the Champions League phase. Just to give a quick sconce through what teams are in the Champions League this time round. As you can see there, some of the big boys: Real Madrid, Man City, Bayern Munich. Let's not talk about the team at the top of the table. The last time they played Celtic, it was let's say a manslaughter. Chelsea are in the Champions League, United back in the Champions League, Atletico, Juventus, Barcelona, the usual suspects are in there, and of course Celtic there representing Scotland. I don't think Rangers are in here. No, they're not. They were playing a qualifier, but they lost. Unlucky lads. But as you can see there, our first opponent will be Malmo, and we will be playing them at Celtic Park. But our next game after that is going to be a very, very tough one. So if we scroll down a little bit here, let me reveal to you that yes, our first opponent away from home will be Liverpool at Anfield. Couldn't have asked for a much tougher game than that. Liverpool are a nightmare to play against in this game. Obviously a very good team as well in real life. A team that I'm not a very big fan of for obvious reasons. I'm a United fan, if you're not aware. But we will be playing Liverpool, and that will be played in full on this episode, as will the Malmo game. So let's get right into it. But here we are, lads, at Celtic Park, our first Champions League game of the season. No major changes in the team, apart from Phil Brooks being suspended. He did get sent off against Aston Villa last season in the last 16, and that suspension has carried over into this season. So I wish I remembered that in the Hearts game, because I would have just played him. Oh, here we go. A lovely view of us teleporting through a brick wall. Some things never change. But we take on the Swedish outfit in Malmo in our first Champions League game. Decent opponent. I think they'll be similar enough to our level. It was funny, like when I played Dundee United in the last game, I was having a look at some of the ratings of the Dundee players. Yeah, I can really see why some people don't do many Scottish career modes with the likes of Celtic and Rangers, because there is such a gulf in class. But that's why, as I said, that I wanted to make sure that the main aim of this was to win the European Cup. But those are the lineups. And you know what, lads? I think we're just going to get right into it. Here we go. Celtic in the Champions League again. And I will reveal to you as well, before we play Liverpool, that we have a bit of a stipulation for getting to the Champions League quarter-final this season, which will be one stage further than where we went last season. So if we aren't able to achieve that, there will be something that we'll have to do, which would make the series, a bit interesting as well. Hopefully you're finding it interesting anyway, but it would spice things up a little bit. So I'll get into that before the Liverpool game. But here is Furuhashi now. Hitate went to play it into him, and he managed to get him in the end. Here's Kuhn. Furuhashi. Santos making his Champions League debut for Celtic. But now Malmo go on the attack. Glatzel here coming up against Carter Vickers. Olsen now. Berg. Come on, let's get this ball off them. Here's Janssen. Berg again. Good tackle. I think it was by Reyes. Yes, it was by Reyes. Over now to Sessegnon. It's these types of games that we need to win. Listen, we did really well in the Champions League last season, especially in the league phase. We came 6th, went straight through to the last 16, and played some good football along the way as Santos looked to give us the lead there. And they avoid the corner as well, Malmo. Furuhashi, good save by the keeper. He was taken down there for a second. Thought it was going to be a penalty, but the referee has waved play on. I haven't actually seen the rest of the fixtures as well, by the way. I stopped up as far as Liverpool. Let's keep the suspense there as Real Madrid take the lead against Roma. Oh God, will we be taking on either of those teams? To be fair, I mean the biggest team I think we took on last season was, well, between Dortmund and Aston Villa, really. 2 games that we lost. Well, 4 games technically that we lost because we played Villa 3 times. But in terms of the league phase, obviously we played Dortmund and Villa once each, and they were the 2 games that we were unable to win. So let's see this time round how we can do. I will say though, right, I've been very positive about the new system in the Champions League, Europa League and Conference League. But one thing I will say, if you just bear with me a second, Hitate, into the arms of the keeper. The one criticism that I will say I think is valid is there doesn't feel like there's a lot of jeopardy, because you have to finish very, very, very low in a 36-team league to not even get a prelim game. Do you know what I mean? Or a playoff to get to the last 16. So the jeopardy isn't quite there as much as what it once was, as Hitate intercepts the ball there. But I suppose with that as well, when you're out of the Champions League, you're out. There's no more dropping down to the Europa League or anything like that. So I suppose, it kind of works itself out that way. Kyogo Furuhashi just beats the post there. I'll tell you what, lads, this first half has flown by. Already 36 minutes in. And still 0-0. Hitate, he doesn't get there, but Santos will win that. Been quite impressed with Santos so far. Furuhashi, intercepted again before he can get the shot off. I think we've got good depth in the midfield as well, though. I think that's definitely been key to how well we've done so far. We've got plenty of options. I think we've got good depth in most positions. Adamida as well is now the same rating as Kyogo Furuhashi, so that's going to make things very, very interesting. That's a good ball as well. Can Malmo take the lead here? Yes, they can. And what a goal to do so. Glatzel with a beautiful finish right into the top corner. Pulisic couldn't do anything about it. That was an absolutely brilliant goal. I have to give them credit. I can't even get angry at that. It's a beautiful strike. I tell you what, no goalkeeper saving that. Normally I don't watch the replays as much as for the opposition as much as I have for that goal, but I have to give them credit there. It's 1-0 to Malmo against the run of play as well. I think we were the better team, and now we've given it away straight away. Well, lads, the fact... Oh God, oh no. No. Carter Vickers, come on. I was going to say the fact that we have to play Liverpool up next is making me worry about this game, because these are the types of games we need to win. Like, you can afford to lose to people like Liverpool then, or teams like Liverpool I should say. But we're 1-0 down here at half time. I'm not going to panic too much yet though, because as I say, we were the better team in that half. And it was a worldie of a goal. I don't think it's going to be a repeat of what happened against Dortmund in real life. Hitate, lovely run. Oh, Furuhashi not able to get there. Johnston not able to pick up the pieces afterwards. Here he is now having to do a bit of defending, and he's done well there. Gives it over to Reyes. Cameron Carter-Vickers now. It is a bit of a loss not having Punk back there, but still. It is what it is. Hitate. Furuhashi, get in there. Get in there. Pick up that ball. Calm. 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 No need to get carried away. It's a good equaliser. I've just teleported through the linesman there. This game never fails to amaze me. But the Japanese duo, Hitate and Furuhashi, linking up there to get the equaliser. Calm though. I'm calm. Have I mentioned that I'm calm? But we can't get carried away. 1-1. Perfect start to the second half. Let's not concede here though. Come on, Carter-Vickers. Brilliant tackle. There we go. There we go. Here's Santos now into Furuhashi. What can he do with it? Not really got much to work with here. He's going to try and go out wide, and he does to Kuhn. That's brilliant. That's fantastic. Maeda not able to win the header. It's deflected off Santos. Can Maeda keep it in? Oh, I tell you what. If he'd sped up a little bit there, he probably would have. But it wasn't to be. Friedrich now will take it. Come on. We can't be dropping points in this game. Oh, it's a good ball over to Glatzel though, who got a brilliant goal in that first half. I tell you what, lads, it does not switch to the right player the majority of the time I try to switch it when I'm off the ball. But anyways, here's Kuhn. Oh, he's done well here, Kuhn. And he's going to play it in for Maeda. Is he onside? Yes, he is. And we do take the lead here with 25 minutes to go. He set up the first... No, he didn't. Hitate set up the first one. Maeda has scored the second one. Getting my Japanese players mixed up. But I tell you what, though, both goal scorers are from the land of the rising sun. And we take the lead here against Malmo. Coming from behind. A very similar goal. Brilliant ball by Kuhn. And for the first time, we are in front in the Champions League in the 25-26 season. It's crazy to think. Oh, no, I'm not going to finish that sentence. If I think too much about what years that were very near, my head starts to hurt. I tell you what, they nearly made my head hurt even more there. That was very nearly a good equaliser. I think I will make some changes. Santos is a bit tired. Christie did ask to play this game beforehand, so I will bring him on. You know what, Hitate can come off as well for McGregor. And our defence is looking quite tired as well. Scales, maybe we could bring on. Yeah, let's bring on Scales for Reyes. Move Carter-Vickers back over to the right. Just to have a little bit more of a fresh presence there at the back. But Punk will be back for the next game, and he will be available for the next Champions League game as well. So that's something I need to remember. That red card was purely just to stop Ollie Watkins scoring a fourth goal against us last season. But if we win this game, then I think it was worth it. Here's McGregor now. Scores a few bangers in real life. Had a goal there. But it was a good save by the goalkeeper, who was level to it. I'm excited though to see who we have at the Champions League, and in a way I kind of hope we have some tough games. I thought last season we did have a couple of tough ones as well, but you know, winnable games as well. So let's hope we get some more, some of the big boys this time round. Obviously we know we have Liverpool, but I wouldn't mind playing a Real Madrid or a Barcelona or a Bayern. Why not? You're going to have to play them at some stage anyway to win the Champions League. I hate that sometimes when I watch other career mode players when they play in the Champions League and they're like, oh no, we have to play Real Madrid in the Champions League semi-final. It's like, can you hear yourself? It's the Champions League semi-final. Of course you're going to have to play teams like that. I relish the challenge. Oh, that's a good ball though. Oh no. Oh, he's offside. Thank bloody God he's offside. Oh, I'm going to take that as a warning sign though. Let's make another change. Let's bring on Valet at left back. And Carter Vickers is so tired. What if we put him there? He only gets a -2. Oh, I thought we'd another midfielder on the bench. Shit, no we don't. My bad. I forgot that we'd already brought one of them on. Who else will I bring on? Let's bring on... Oh, go on, let's bring on Ida. Hopefully we can hit them on the break again. Let's give him his first appearance as a 77 rated player. But I tell you what, lads, it's not been as comfortable as I would have hoped. But I did say, you know, Malmo, they're a team that aren't too far off us, I think, in terms of, you know, squad rating and stuff. Oh, here is Adamita, though. Straight away. Oh, nearly sealed it. Keep that in, Christie. It's Kuhn. It's back in. Maida! Oh, he's won the header that time. But he's headed it over. And they're making a change as well. Olsen comes off for the final 2 minutes. Let's hope there's not much added time. Go on, Christie, win that. Oh, unlucky. Dorado, can he get it back? No, he can't. Only 2 added minutes. So there's probably only going to be time for one more attack for either team. Come on, ref. Blow it up. Blow it up, ref. Yeah, they've gone too far back. Blow it up. Oh, come on. Ref. Bloody hell, he added on an extra minute for no reason. But we do get off to a winning start here in the league phase of the Champions League. Not as comfortable as I would have liked. Malmo did give us a game. They scored a brilliant goal to go 1-0 up. They were very unlucky not to equalise there towards the end. The goal was offside. But goals from Maida and Furuhashi do give us 3 points here in our opening Champions League game. And our next task, in this competition... Bloody hell, why am I burping now? Such bad timing. But our next task in the Champions League is to go away from home against Liverpool. So it does not get much easier than this. So we took on Kilmarnock in the league. They were 3rd place as well, so this was a big one. I did decide to play the highlights though, instead of the full game, and we still ended up getting all 3 points. Dorado there scoring what I believe would be his first goal for Celtic since we signed him to give us the lead against Kilmarnock here away from home. Lovely finish there. It all started from a counter-attack as well, as the old player agent there has become a referee. Fair play to him on his career progression. But that gave us a 1-0 lead. Adamita then took a penalty, scores the penalty, half thought about doing the Panenka, but instead decided to bury it into the top corner. And are they going to show it? No, they're not. Adamita actually did try to Panenka a penalty not too long after it, but the keeper did not move, went right into his grasp, and unfortunately we weren't able to add a third. But a 2-0 win away from home at Kilmarnock keeps our 100% record for the season going. But our 100% record comes to an end at home to St Mirren. To be fair, I completely rotated the team to the point where a couple of youth academy players were playing in this game, because we do have Liverpool after this. A 1-1 draw, Ryan Christie getting an equaliser after Recoy gave St Mirren the lead after 5 minutes. But look, it's still an unbeaten start. I'm not going to panic. As I say, look, just to give you a look at the team there, as you can see, Lund, the young Swedish striker we put up front, Reyes was playing there, Marquis there at right back, Montgomery at left back, the Korean CDM, cannot pronounce his name, but he was playing, Forrest was playing. So yeah, we heavily rotated, so I'm not going to panic too much. But with that said, lads, let's get on to the big Champions League game away from home against Liverpool. So thankfully we are able to go with the full strength team. Everyone's fully fit. Sharpness is down for a few players, but the energy is 100% there. Here we go, lads, at Anfield. Of course, Celtic did beat Liverpool en route to getting to the UEFA Cup final back in 2003. It was a 1-1 draw at Celtic Park in the first leg. It was a 2-0 win for Celtic at Anfield. A result I would love to get a repeat of here. Oh, I'm nervous, lads. I'm nervous. Van Dijk obviously playing against his old club. I'm sure both teams will be very passionate, singing "You'll Never Walk Alone" whilst this game takes place, and just before this game takes place as well. This is indeed Anfield. Thibaut Courtois as well. I did see that he had gone to Liverpool. Alisson has actually moved to Real Madrid. So even though it wasn't a direct swap deal, they have swapped clubs. And of course Anfield has gotten a bit of an update in this game as well. Obviously, it has gone through some development in recent times, and that has been reflected in the game. Oh, just looking at some of the players they have there. Endo, Courtois, Trent Alexander-Arnold is still there. Van Dijk, I imagine, is in the team as well, even though he normally would be captain. But we will get a look at their team there in a sec. But listen, we've got players that can do damage as well. The first Champions League game against Malmo was a bit closer than I would have liked it to have been. But we've come up with some big results before. Oh, I'm nervous, lads. I'm bloody nervous. Who the hell is that? Who the hell is that player there in the middle? He's tiny. Salah's still there as well. Who knows whether that will be the case in real life or not. Will he still be at Liverpool at this point in real life? It remains to be seen. But here we go. Come on, I want to see what their lineup is. I'm really bad. Sometimes I don't recognise the players when they actually show the... You know, when they show them lining up. But we should see it here now. Yes, we do. So it's... okay, they have a number order there. I'm going to wait. Oh, they've got John Duran on the bench. Courtois, Trent, Mancini. Oh, they're going to show it here. Courtois, Trent, Mancini, Kwanzaa, Grimaldo at left back. Endo and McAllister. Szoboszlai at number 10. Jota, Chiesa. It was Chiesa. Bloody hell, I didn't realise he was that small. And Salah as well out wide. And we already know our team. We will be attacking the cop end here in the first half. And let's hope we can upset the Scousers here. Celtic versus Liverpool here at Anfield. And I can already feel the difference in playing Liverpool and playing Malmo. Or playing the likes of, you know, St. Mirren. But we are on the ball here with Hatate. Oh, what a ball that is to Furuhashi. Oh, and Kwanzaa. I'll tell you what, if Furuhashi had just been a bit quicker there, we could have been in. But who will have their John Hartson moment today? Here's Salah. Oh, God. Salah has a go, but Pulisic will catch that one. Makes it look easy as well, even though it wasn't. It did not mean to release it that early, but Johnston will get there. Here's Kuhn. Furuhashi. Hatate is made onside. Oh, he was! And it needed a big save from Courtois. That was a good move, though. I'm happy with that. I'm very, very happy with that. Corner kick here. Hatate will whip it in. Carter Vickers won it. Not an awful lot of power behind it. And Courtois is able to clear it away. Out to Chiesa. Oh, I shouldn't have mocked his height. I really shouldn't have mocked his height. I've just remembered what happens when I mock players. I've told that PK story so many times. And let's hope we don't have a repeat of it here. Oh, that's a good ball again though to Furuhashi. I tell you what, lads, we've not had a bad start. Have a go. Oh, it's another good save by Thibaut Courtois. But we have been the more threatening team so far. Liverpool looking a bit shaky here. Maeda. Let's make them shake a little bit more. That's another save by Courtois. I tell you what, he's been the difference between the teams at the moment. Had we played like this against Malmo, I think we'd already be 2 or 3 up. Chiesa, good block by Carter Vickers. Liverpool get the corner here. Well, I tell you what, any result here is a good result for us, but a win would just be something special. And as I say, Celtic have done it in the UEFA Cup, so why not do it here in the European Cup? Kuhn. Oh, I forgot to reveal the bloody what's it called? The stipulation we have if we don't get to the quarter-final of the Champions League. But we have taken a huge lead here at Anfield in the league phase. It's Hatate inside 26 minutes. And lads, you can't say it's anything more than we deserve. We have been playing really, really well. Courtois kept us out a few times, but he was unable to do so that time. I'm tripping over my words here because I can't believe what I've just seen. Rio Hatate, lovely finish there. Into that bottom corner. Arne Slot will be pulling out his hair if he had any. He looks like Hank from Breaking Bad, but I tell you what, he's not as happy-go-lucky as Hank would be after seeing that. because Hatate has made it Liverpool 0, Celtic 1. Lovely stuff. But I promise, after this game, I will reveal the stipulation for us if we don't... the forfeit, I should say, for us. Not forfeit, the punishment. If we do not get to the quarterfinal of the Champions League this season. I will reveal that after this game at the end of the episode. Probably should have revealed it before the league phase started, but hey-ho, whatever. You live and you learn. Oh, it's Salah. Oh, good save by Pulisic. Let's go back to him so we can clear it. Oh, it's a brilliant clearance as well. And Furuhashi beats Mancini to it. Oh, I don't believe this. Oh, he just doesn't really have the pace, Furuhashi. Courtois now. Don't like seeing him at Liverpool. I like Courtois. Former Chelsea player, of course, and Atletico Madrid player. Has won this competition with Real Madrid on 2 different occasions. It's Jota. McAllister. Good save. I tell you what, he's got a bit of a Celtic name, McAllister. But he is an opposing player today. Is Chiesa, Mancini. I'll tell you what, it was Hatate, I think, who went down there. But we managed to deal with it. Here's Kyogo. Great ball over to Maeda. Sessegnon. I need to change his tactics to overlapping. Santos, formerly at Chelsea as well, unable to get there. Grimaldo. Here's Chiesa. Will they get one more attack before the end of the half? Oh, Carter Vickers, what have you done? What have you done? Chiesa. Good save by Pulisic. They still have it though. McAllister. Diogo Jota. Oh, Brooks has brought him down. Oh, fuck. And it's a penalty. It's a penalty kick. I thought he was going to send him off there. Oh, but he must have thought it was Jack Perry coming through there. Because there was some force behind that tackle, just poorly timed. And we've gifted Liverpool a chance back into this game, or a route back into this game. It's not going to be Salah on the penalty though. It looks like it's going to be Jota. No, it's McAllister. Oh, and we guessed the right way. There was a delay though with the keeper. And Liverpool are level here. That is so frustrating. We guessed the right way. There was a bit of a delay for some reason. That rhymes. But the scoreline rhymes at the moment. 1-1. But listen, if you told me this going into the game it would be 1-1 at half time, I probably would have taken it. And there is the half-time whistle. Is anybody looking a bit leggy? I thought there was a couple of players who seemed like they were getting a bit tired. Santos and Hatate are, as is Sessegnon and Carter Vickers. That's been one of the main pain points of this career mode, is some of the fitness levels of the players. I'm going to bring on Ryan Christie. Not that Santos has done anything wrong, but Christie does pop up with a big goal. I was going to say every now and again, but more often than not he's able to pop up with them. So that's the one change we'll make at half time. Brooks is going to have to be careful now. He has a bad habit of getting into trouble in the UK, I tell you that much. Is Maeda onside? No, he's not. He's not. I slightly hesitated before I passed it, and he ended up mistiming the run. And unfortunately we weren't able to beat the goalkeeper anyway. Oh, Sessegnon, what are you doing? Oh, Brooks does well though to win it back. Here's Cameron Carter-Vickers. Now Dorado. Here's Kyogo. Ryan Christie. Oh, I thought that he was actually going to lose the ball, which is why I decided to lay it off, but I probably could have kept going with him. He's going to have a go here though, which Courtois will save. And they avoid the corner as well. Kwanzaa now goes on the run, out to Mancini. Szoboszlai, McAllister, Jota. Oh, Liverpool are coming in here. Salah, Chiesa. Yeah, as soon as I mentioned his height, I knew this was going to happen. And it's Chiesa who gives Liverpool the lead here against Celtic. He may be small, but I tell you what, he's mighty. And that was a mighty finish there. I have to give credit where it's due. Salah, the danger man as always. He broke through our defence. We looked like we were panicking a bit at the back as Liverpool went on that break. Pulisic unable to keep it out. And it's 2-1 with half an hour to go. Well, shit. I tell you what though, it's been a good performance so far and it's not over yet. That's all I'm going to say. Furuhashi. Christie on his right foot. Will we get the corner this time? Yes, we will. Perfect response to going behind. I'm going to put Christie on the corner as well. He's going to swing it in with his left foot. Phil Brooks. Can't get there. Oh, I thought he was down injured for a sec. Here's Sessegnon. He's going to have a go. The Englishman playing in England here in the Champions League. Good save though. Mancini over to Endo. Come on, let's try and stop them from getting a third. I think a third and it's game over. And here is Chiesa. Jota moves it across to Mo Salah. Oh God, Sessegnon, what are you doing? I did not mean to commit with Punk there. McAllister now. Oh, you can just feel the goal coming, can't you? It's hit the post. Diogo Jota nearly wrapped up the game there for Liverpool. Christie loses it. That's going to go up for a throw in. Right, I'm going to make some changes now myself. Furuhashi's getting a wee bit tired. Let's bring on Ida. Sessegnon can come off for Valet. And I'm going to try something different. I'm going to put Maeda in the midfield. And I'm going to put Palma out wide. Why not? Try something a little bit out of the ordinary on this career mode. Let's see what happens. Here's Palma. He's only just on. Why did I pass it there? I didn't mean to do that. Oh, and that's probably cost us. Oh no, maybe it hasn't. Ida. Terrible shot. But I did slightly rush it, to be fair. They're bringing on Williams. That's a huge signing for them. Nico Williams comes on for Chiesa. Massive signing for Liverpool. And we are running out of time here. They'll get that throw in. I keep wanting to call him Inaki Williams. One of the best players I've ever used in career mode back in the day. Oh, it's a good interception there. Or a good attempted interception, I should say. Mo Salah. Trent, Szoboszlai. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get another big chance, to be honest with you. I can just feel Liverpool getting another big chance here. Oh wait, maybe not. Come on, Carter Vickers into Dorado. If we can grab a point, lads, I will be unbelievably thrilled. But we lose the ball in a very promising position. And here's Jota, McAllister, Szoboszlai. Oh, it's Salah. McAllister again. Jota wraps it up. Fuck's sake. We face our first defeat in any competition this season, and it comes in the Champions League. Well, look, there's a lot of positives to take from this performance. A hell of a lot. Alright lads, calm down. You haven't won the bloody Champions League. Relax. I mean, they have in the past, but they haven't won it right here. But Diogo Jota, yeah, he puts that past the keeper. No point watching it again. I'm just going to take Brooks off just in case he gets suspended again. Don't want to risk that. Scales can come on for the final few minutes. I keep bloody forgetting you can't make the change at the kickoff. Oh my god. That's so annoying. You'd think by now I'd remember that. I've reminded myself in previous episodes and I've forgotten again. But there's a lot of positives to take. But unfortunately, we aren't able to get a result. Can we at least make the scoreline look a little bit more respectable? Christie? No, we can't. I don't even think Scales is going to get to come on. No, he's not. Well, in the Battle of Britain, it ends Liverpool 3, Celtic 1. But look, we took the lead. I thought we were the better team in the first half. We gave away a penalty at a stupid time. And really, the momentum swing or the momentum swung, I should say, from there. And it is Liverpool who get the 3 points. But look, it is what it is. We've gotten off to a decent start in the Champions League in terms of our performances. And from what I've seen from the rest of the fixtures we have, I fancy our chances of finishing in the top 8 again. So lads, that will do it for this episode of the Celtic Career Mode. Episode 2 of Season 2 is nearly in the books, but before I finish it up, I do just want to let you know of the stipulation I have set for myself, the punishment I've set for myself if we are unable to qualify for the quarterfinal of the Champions League. So of course last season we were knocked out in the last 16. I want to go one step closer to the trophy by getting, to the quarterfinal this time around. But there is a condition for us to get there. If we are unsuccessful in getting to the quarterfinal of the Champions League in the 25-26 season, aka the second season of this career mode, we will have to sell our top 2 highest rated players. Now, with that said, the only exception to the rule is Phil Brooks. Reason being, created players are exempt from this rule. So anytime I make any of these rules, they are the exception because they are the only players who we keep from the beginning of the career mode to the very end. But any other player, any other high-rated player is eligible to be sold. And it makes sense. Listen, Celtic aren't, despite being one of the biggest clubs in the world, they are not in one of the top leagues in the world. So if we don't get to the latter stages of the Champions League, some of our top players will be looking for a move anyway. So that is the stipulation that I've set for myself. If we are unable to get to the quarterfinal of the Champions League, then the top 2 highest rated players will be sold. But lads, that will officially do it now for this episode, and will do it for the content on the channel this week. There is a slight change to the schedule for next week. The first episode will be on Sunday night and the last episode will be on Thursday night. So a slight change to the schedule next week. Next Friday I've got a bit of a different video planned. It's really more for my new subscribers on this channel, just to get to know me a little bit better, just so you kind of know who you're watching and whose content you're watching on this channel. Just something a little bit fun, a nice way to mark 300 subscribers as well. So that will be released this day next week. But anyways lads, I hope you all have a great weekend. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please consider liking the video and consider subscribing to the channel, and I will talk to you all this coming Sunday night. Take care.